Top of the day, beautiful people. Bringing up YouTube. Let's see here. Alright, there we go. Live in both places. Top of the day, beautiful people. Top of the day. All right, y'all. We are live in both places. Live in both places. Happy Friday. Guys, where does this time go? I swear, time has already been passing by fast over this last year or so. But it seemed like when the Sabbath falls in the middle of the week, it seemed like the weeks pass at a faster rate. It's crazy. But time is steadily going by. And I hope as time is going by, you're getting better with each day. Trina, hey, good, hey, Twalu, Shayla, Trina. All right, yeah. So let's go ahead and get started. Start with the Shema. Today, y'all, it is Friday, June the 4th, 2021, day 171 of year 3 of reading through the books of the law and the prophets under the 3-year consecutive day count. Day 840, 840. That is without the Sabbath days or the feast day Sabbath days added into the count, because we rest on those days because YAHUAH has commanded us to rest. So we rest, right? Just chill out, sleep in a little bit longer. All right. And so today we're reading 3rd Ezra, chapter 8, 9, and 10. Then we're going to hop over and pick up where we left off on fossilized customs. Hold on. Belay my last. Hold on. We're reading 3rd Ezra 8, 9. It's only 9 chapters. That's why I double check. 9 chapters in 3rd Ezra. Then we're going to read 4th Ezra chapter 1. Let me fix this here. Sometimes I don't look ahead and just to verify how many chapters it is. 4th Ezra. Okay, so we're reading 3rd Ezra, the last 2 chapters. 3rd Ezra chapter 8 and chapter 9. Then we're going to move right into 4th Ezra, which is also called 2nd Esdras in Latin. And we're going to read the first chapter there. Okay, y'all. Remember, it's found in the Apocrypha. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and do the Shema. Or the Shema. Proper pronunciation is Shema, as I found it in the etymology, because it gives you the proper pronunciation of the word, and it's pronounced Shema. Okay, and it's found in Deuteronomy chapter 6, and we start at verse 3. Hear, therefore, O Israel, and observe to do it, that it may be well with you, and that you may increase mightily, as YAHUAH, the God of our fathers, has promised us, in the land that flows with milk and honey. Hear, O Israel, YAHUAH, our God, He is one God. Look, I feel some kind of way saying God today. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to switch out this general term God with something else. Me and my mom was talking about something. She went back and she read the lesson. She was listening over to the lesson yesterday, and the revelation that she got of the word God, G-O-D, it just completely blew my mind. And it lined up with what we were talking about the Gnosticism yesterday, right? So I'm just like, every time I see it, I might need to just change it to the definition of mighty one instead of saying G-O-D. Let me, hold on, because that, yeah, it just, hold on, maybe I just say the Elohim, because that's the That's the Hebrew word, but it's just the actual word God. It is actually a represent, not just a general term, but it is a very specific name of a deity, right? Let me just do this. I ain't gonna be able to get through this. This is gonna blow the crap out of me. So let me just change it now, and I'll start it over. Actually, I'm putting Elohim. It should be Elohim. That's the proper pronunciation of it, because there's no E's in the Hebrew language, right? Let me fix that. We want to do it the right way, as much as we know how. So, let's see. Maybe I should use Mighty One. Use Mighty One down here. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay, so Dana said, wait, what I missed? We changing names. Try not to say God too, yeah. Okay, so after further discussion with my mom yesterday and actually doing more talking about what the God means and the whole revelation she got of it yesterday, it just made so much sense based on all that we understood and knew. It's just the way she explained it was in a different way, right? So yesterday we was talking about how the word God started, or the secret societies, and how the lower levels of people, like say the lower levels of people in church, or I guess like the mass congregation of people in church, they call the deity that they worship God, right? So even Aleister Crowley, who's in the secret society and the Freemasonry and stuff like that, right? Because he was higher ranking, it's not till you get to the higher ranking levels that you realize it's actual God whom you're calling God, and just giving him a general term. They give him a general name for everybody to use, lower and upper ranks. But the upper ranks know this deity of this general term to be somebody else than what the lower ranks use, right? And so the lower ranks to kind of keep them all in there, because they need, like I said yesterday, they need that ignorant energy of the masses to continue to push them on. This is what he said. He said, when you address him, this is what you say to the masses. You call him God. But when you get up here, this is what you say to the brethren up here. We just going to call him by his real name. We're going to give him a general term. And the God we worship is Lucifer. I'm like, shut your mouth. Right? So, but the way my mom, I don't know if she came on yet. Auntie, hey girl, hey. I'm not sure if she's here yet. I wish it was a way. Or maybe she can type it out and just like share it under the post today. I talked to her about it. But the way she was saying is like when, and I don't want to do her revelation injustice by explaining it wrong. But the representation, you know how Gnostic starts with a G, right? But Gnostic represents like knowledge. So the way she broke that down, I hope I'm explaining this the right way, like the God, yeah, I know. She ain't on She used to be on Facebook, but she still has an account that they haven't completely deleted all the way. I'm gonna ask about it when she pop in here. Yeah, when I see her pop in, if she pops in, I'll ask her about that. And if so, maybe we can. I don't know. She got to be decent and stuff. Because if she ain't got herself together, if not today, maybe tomorrow, or if she decides to type it out or something, maybe I can just read it or whatever. Or however, or maybe after she get decent, maybe she can kind of like record a video actually explaining it, and maybe I can kind of like splice it into the video. That way everybody can see it how she explains it. But it's really good. But make a long story short, then I'll go back and do this on my over. She said that when she was hearing me explain it, and she heard like, you know how when you hear about different things, they call it doctrines of demons. But the way she heard it, it was like knowledge of demons. But you know how the Gnostic means knowledge, but it's spelt with a G. So G-O-D, G representing knowledge. But instead of saying knowledge, you saying Gnostic, Gnostic of demons. So G-O-D is knowledge of demons, right? So I'm like, but the way she explained that yesterday when we got off the phone, I'm like, what? So, but yeah, so every time because I try my best not to say G-O-D, but when we're reading, sometimes I just kind of flow with it and say it. But I think altogether now, it's just, I'm just really, really trying to completely get rid of that word, because it confuses people for the most part. Because when you say it, God-D means different things to different people. So if you say God to a Christian, especially like one of the mass group of Christians, just like everyday normal Christian, not anybody in the rankings or the ministry actually holding offices, when you say God, they're thinking, okay, the God of heaven, God. But you can say that same word God to somebody else who's into Satanism, and they also use the word God. But when they hear the word God, they clearly know you're talking about Satan. But if you get into the secret societies, it's like the same thing. The ignorant energy at the bottom with the masses thinking it's a brotherhood. When you say God to them, they're thinking the God of heaven, because most of them still belong to somebody's church, and a lot of them are actually preachers and teachers, and they belong to the fivefold ministry in the church. But they also use God, and even some of them they'll think is the God of heaven. But you get to the higher ranking officials in the secret societies who may or may not be a part of a church, they know their God to be Lucifer, right? So it's a general term that doesn't offend anybody, and your God who can be whoever you want your God to be, and nobody's none the wiser except for those who are wiser and decided to step away completely from that term, right? So Father, help us, because he said, let not now another name of another mighty one be upon your lips. Yeah, the D9 Black Greeks. Oh my gosh, they don't worship our mighty one. The fraternities and stuff. There is y'all probably heard of him. Right down the tip of my tongue. He does deep teaching into the fraternities. Bald head black guy. I used to have all his CDs, all the episodes of when he broke the different ones that he went into everybody, the church, the sororities, like everybody, the boule, everybody. What is his name? Y'all know him. If y'all know who I'm talking about, short black guy, Craig G. Lewis. Is Craig G. Lewis? I think it's Craig G. Lewis. Don't quote me on that, but I believe his first name is Craig. Yeah, I think. Let me make myself a note. Craig. I'm gonna put Craig G. Lewis. I think that's his name, but don't quote me. I ain't looked at his stuff in a while. But he was the one that first introduced me to a lot of this stuff. Yeah. But I looked that up and shared it with y'all. So with that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and hop on over here back to the Shema and do it over. Okay. It's found in Deuteronomy chapter 6. Yes, him. Yeah, the rap guy. He always preached about rap music. Yeah, he even started talking about some of the Christian artists that were adopting some of these ways. It's like the lines become really blurred and between secular and churchy stuff, right? Okay. Yeah, that's him. I'm gonna look him up. Okay. Here, therefore, O Israel, and observe to do it, that it may be well with you, and that you may increase mightily, as YAHUAH, the Elohim of our fathers, has promised us, in the land that flows with milk and honey. Hear, O Israel, YAHUAH, our mighty one, he is one Elohim. And you shall love Yahuwah your Elohim with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your might. And these words which I command you this day shall be in your heart. And you shall teach them diligently unto your children, and shall talk of them when you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up. And you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be as frontlets between your eyes. And you shall write them upon the posts of your house and on your gates. And Yahuwah commanded us to do all these statutes, to fear Yahuwah our God for our good always. I said it again. I was reading too fast. I said it again. And Yahuwah, because I forgot to change it here. I'm sorry. I just caught myself. I missed one. And Yahuwah commanded us to do all these statutes, to fear Yahuwah our Elohim, or our mighty one, for our good always, that he might preserve us alive as it is at this day. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before Yahuwah our mighty one, as he has commanded us. Okay, y'all. All right. I remember, Trina said, I remember when I was going to pledge, I woke up late and missed it. Y'all been keeping me out of mess a long time. Girl. Yes, because sometimes once you, and although I haven't joined a sorority, can you spell Elohim the right way? It's spelled with an A, is Alahim. And also, even although Elohim is the proper pronunciation of Elohim, there is a deity in the Muslim faith, and for a while, I've known this for a while, the proper way to pronounce it is Elohim, but there is confusion still sometimes. Although this is the proper pronunciation of Elohim, in a sect or a certain section of the Islam faith, they refer to their deity as Allah, not to be confused with our Elohim, right? So, but the Allah that this particular sect of Muslim converts worship, Allah, ALLAH, is similar to the AL or the ALA, right? The owl. It's pronounced like all or owl when you because you hear them say El, Yahuwah or El. You can shorten it from El, from Elohim to El, but it's not an E. If you, like I say, look at the proper etymology of it, of the word, is actually AL. So I'm not quite sure if it's pronounced owl like we say in English, Latin, or owl or all, so I'm not too sure. But yeah, sometimes there's a confusion with all owl. Y'all get what I'm saying? And the Allah, which the Allah of that particular sect of Muslim or Islamic converts, they're actually still talking about Nimrod. So you have to be really careful, which is why I was saying just like our mighty one, or the one we worship. Like, it's still, I'm not going to say it's confusing, but I know it still can be a little confusing. But we still working it out just to make sure. We just might cut off them extra and just, as Yahuwah, instead of saying Yahuwah, the Elohim of our fathers, we just say Yahuwah. I don't know, Yahuwah, the same mighty one that our fathers worship, has promised us. Like, we need to make sure we're doing that the right way, But clearly, Yahuwah sees that we're trying to make sure that we're only worshiping him, because we've come out of this strong delusion, and it's a lot of words, a lot of words in the English language that trip us up, right? And they've made English the world's the most disgusting language ever. They're trying to use this as the national language of everything, which blurs the lines for everybody in all religions everywhere, because now we can just use the term God, right? And when you say God, people from different places, like I said, it registers when they hear God. or when they say God, it registers something different in their minds and what they actually do, but it's a way, it's like all under this whole farce which Constantine and the early circus fathers or church fathers put together to blur the lines, to make it like one world religion where we're all inclusive and nobody says anything that's going to step on anybody else's toes or to offend anybody, right? I want to offend some people. I need to get your attention. I need to let you know that I am not a part of the sect whom you come from. Well, hopefully you come from my father, right? But I need to, Yahuwah say, be set apart. There needs to be a way where we can ensure what we're doing, it sets us apart and the world knows that we are set apart from everybody else. Don't include us into these blurred lines of stuff in general terms, right? I need people to know, like, oh, don't say that. So okay. So with that being said, but y'all get what I'm saying. It can be quite confusing for people that's just trying to get in. It's like, oh, wait a minute. But I'm glad we're going over this stuff because you like we always say, Yahuwah's truth. His Torah. What is Torah? Torah is truth. The words, instructions of Yah, right? It causes you to stop and think. It doesn't blur lines. It makes everything really, really clear and very specific. It causes us to have to be responsible for what we're doing, right? What we're thinking and how we're flowing. It causes a checks and balance to fall into place if we're lining up with Yahuwah, because he's not going to hand the keys of his kingdom over to people who are entrenched in blurred lines of garbage, right? How can we bring proper judgment, give proper justice to people if our life is a complete blurred line? We can't see you. What are you saying, huh? What does that say? We don't understand because it's blurred. It's blurred to everybody. Nobody understands. Everybody take what you're saying and doing what they wilt. Wow. I know I'm doing video. Lord have mercy. And he can call back too. All right, y'all. So with that being said, Yahuwah tells us to be set apart, right? And that's his sign upon us that we're set apart by keeping his Sabbath, setting ourselves apart from all the blurred lines of all the world. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and hop over here to 3rd Ezra. Chapter 8, picking up where we left off yesterday. Oh, I done did something. Make sure I don't kill YouTube by mistake. So I gotta get this out the way. When I got this big book up here, it kind of hit stuff by mistake. It's back. So I done did that. Okay, y'all. 3rd Ezra chapter 8. And after these things, when Artaxerxes, the king of the Persians, reigned, came to Ezra, the son of Serayahu, the son of Azariah, the son of Kilkiyahu, the son of Shalom, the son of Sadok, the son of Akitub, the son of Amariah, the son of Azariah, the son of Neriah, the son of Zechariah, the son of Uzi, the son of Buki, the son of Abishua, the son of Peniac, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the chief priest. This Ezra, matter of fact, this portion is actually in the book of Ezra that's canonized. I remember it because I remember bringing this out while giving this whole long list of men that he came from. They wanted to set him apart. Like, this is the Ezra we're talking about. He comes through this line because a lot of people had the same name. They wanted to make sure you knew who they were talking about, right? The son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest. This Ezra. So Ezra, not only was he a scribe, he was also a priest who comes from a long line of priests. This Ezra went up from Babel as a scribe, being very ready in the Torah of Moshe that was given by the Elohim of Israel. The king did him honor, for he found grace in his sight in all his requests. There went up from him also certain of the children of Israel, of the priests, of the Levites, of the holy singers, porters, and ministers of the temple, unto Jerusalem. In the 7th year of the reign of Artaxerxes, in the 5th month, this was the king's 7th year. For they went from Babel in the 1st day of the 1st month, and came to Jerusalem according to the prosperous journey which Yahuwah gave them. For Ezra had very great skill, so that he omitted nothing from the Torah and the commandments of Yahuwah, but taught all Israel the ordinances and judgments. Now the copy of the commission, which was written from Artaxerxes the king, and came to Ezra the priest, and the reader of the Torah of Yahuwah, is this that follows. King Artaxerxes, unto Ezra the priest, and the reader of the Torah of Yahuwah, sends greeting. Having determined to deal graciously, I have given order that such of the nation of the Hebrews, and of the priests, and of the Levites, being within our realm, as are willing and desirous, should go with you unto Jerusalem. As many therefore as have a mind thereunto, let them depart with you, as it has seemed good both to me and my 7 friends and counselors, that they may look unto the affairs of Judah and Jerusalem, agreeably to that which is in the Torah of Yahuwah, and carry the gifts unto Yahuwah of Israel to Jerusalem, which I and my friends have vowed, and all the gold and silver that in the country of Babel can be found, to Yahuwah in Jerusalem, with that also which is given of the people of the temple of Yahuwah, Elohim, or Allahim. And at the beginning, when you hear Eloheinu, Allah, or hold on, Elohim, Eloheyu, Alua, Elohim, like all of those, if you have a sefer at the beginning in the introduction, it breaks it down and tells you what the definition of those terms are. Some of them is Yahuwah my El, or Yahuwah your El, or Yahuwah our El. It's like El, Elohim, Elohim, Eloheyu, all that, right? But I don't know why they don't just, I get it, right? Because it's like it's that whole name thing. That's how we get confused with Hezekiah, right? So if you have one, just read the beginning of it, and you'll see. Matter of fact, I think when we're done, I'll just go to it real quick and tell you what it is. Okay. With that also which is given of the people of the temple of Yahuwah Elohim at Jerusalem, and that silver and gold may be collected for bullocks, rams, and lambs, and things thereunto appertaining, to the end that they may offer sacrifices unto Yahuwah upon the altar of Yahuwah Elohim, which is in Jerusalem. And whatsoever you and your brethren will do with the silver and gold, that do according to the will of your Elohim, and the holy vessels of Yahuwah, which are given you for the use of the temple of your Elohim. I keep saying that, I keep changing them out. The temple of, let me just say Yahuwah. For the use of the temple of Yahuwah, which is in Jerusalem, you shall set before Yahuwah in Jerusalem. And whatsoever thing else you shall remember for the use of the temple of Yahuwah, you shall give it out of the king's treasury. And I, King Artaxerxes, have also commanded the keepers of the treasures in Aram and Phoenicia, that whatsoever Ezra the priest and the reader of the Torah of Yahuwah, but right here it says El Elyon, and that whatsoever Ezra the priest and the reader of the Torah of El Elyon shall send for, they should give it him with speed, to the sum of 100 talents of silver, likewise also of wheat, even to 100 cores, and 100 pieces of wine, and other things in abundance. Let all things be performed after the Torah of Yahuwah diligently unto El Elyon, that wrath come not upon the kingdom of the king and his sons. And also remember yesterday we heard that when he was praying and telling them what to do, he said, and after you do all this, after you take everything that we are given, also for you to do whatever it is Yahuwah says for you, his people, to do after you've done all that and taken up all that we can help you with. Pray for me and my sons and for our kingdom, right? I love this king. He's a heathen king, but y'all get what I'm saying, right? Anybody that love our mighty one, Yahuwah said, do good to them. Do good to them, right? Let all things be performed after the Torah of Yahuwah diligently unto El Elyon, that wrath come not upon the kingdom of the king and his sons, which he's referring to himself. The king, he's the king and his sons, his posterity, right? His lineage. I command you also that ye require no tax, nor any other imposition of any of the priests, or Levites, or holy singers, or porters, or ministers of the temple, or any that have doings in this temple, and that no man may have authority to impose anything upon them. Not only that, but don't y'all dare tax Yahuwah's people. Everything in this earth, in this world, belongs to him, right? Don't tax the children. Don't tax the children of the king of the earth, right? And may that same blessing be returned unto us. Even in this day, Father Yah, they're imposing all kind of taxes on us. It's not fair. I mean, I get it. Some people are like, well, you running business. I get it. But we understand the cost to do business in a city. So we render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, right? Even though Caesar be trying to screw you every which way. Let me read. And you, Ezra, according to the wisdom of Yahuwah, ordained judges and justices, that they may judge in all Aram and Phoenicia, all those that know the Torah of your mighty one, and those that know it not, you shall teach. Matter of fact, we read this also. Is this in Ezra? I think this is an actual Ezra, because I know we read this in the last week, these same words, right? He said, and all those, you, the reader of the Torah, everybody that know it, hey, you keep on reading. But for those of your people, like not everybody else, your people, Yahuwah's own children, his own people, those that don't know it, make sure you teach it to them too, right? Because all y'all should know what y'all daddy didn't say it. Look. And you, Ezra, according to the wisdom of Yahuwah, ordained judges and justices, that they may judge in all Aram and Phoenicia, all those that know the Torah of your mighty one. And those that know it not, you shall teach. And whosoever shall transgress the Torah of your mighty one and of the king shall be punished diligently, whether it be by death or other punishment by penalty of money or imprisonment. Then said Ezra the scribe, blessed be the only Yahuwah, Elohim of my fathers, who has put these things into the heart of the king to glorify his house that is in Jerusalem. And he has honored me in the sight of the king and his counselors and all his friends and nobles. Therefore I was encouraged by the help of Yahuwah Elohai. That's another one, Elohai. Therefore I was encouraged by the help of Yahuwah Elohai, it should be Elohai, and gathered together men of Israel to go up with me. And these are the chief according to their families, and several dignities that went up with me from Babel in the reign of King Artaxerxes. Of the sons of Peniach, Gershom. The sons of Ithamar, Daniel. Of the sons of David, Shatush, the son of Sechayahu. Of the son of Peretz, Zechariah, and with him were counted 150 men. Of the sons of Pahath, Moab, Eliyahu, Ayani, the son of Zechariah, with him 200 men. Of the sons of Zatu, Shechan-Yahu, the son of Yakatziel, and with him 300 men. Of the sons of Aden, Evid, the son of Jonathan, and with him 250 men. Of the sons of Elam, Yoshiyahu of Ethaliahu, and with him 70 men. Of the sons of Shephatiahu, Zechariah, son of Michael, and with him 70 men. Of the sons of Joab, Obed-Yahu, son of Yakitzel, with him 212 men. Of the sons of Bani, Shilomith, son of Yoseph-Yah, and with him 160 men. Of the sons of Bevi, Zechariah, son of David, and with him 28 men. Of the sons of Azgad, Yahuchanan, son of Hakatan, and with him 110 men. Of the sons of Adoniakam, the last, and these are the names of them: Eliphalet, Yeliel, Shemayahu, and with them 70 men. Of the sons of Bigvi, Uthai, the son of Zabud, and with him 70 men. And these I gathered together to the river called Ahava, where we pitched our tents 3 days. And then I surveyed them. But when I had found there were none of the priests and Levites, then I sent unto Eleazar, Ariel, and Shemayahu, and Elnathan, and Shema Yahu, and Yarib, and Nathan, Unatan, Zechariah, and Meshullam, principal men, and learned. And I bade them that they should go unto Edo, the captain, who was in the place of the treasury. And I commanded them that they should speak unto Edo, and to his brethren, and to the treasurers in that place, to send us such men as might execute the priest's office in the house of Yahuwah. And by the mighty hand of our Adonai, they brought unto us skillful men of the sons of Machli, the son of Levi, the son of Israel, Sherebiah, and his sons, and his brethren, who were 18, and Kavish Yahu, and Bani, and Yashayahu his brother, the sons of Merari, and their sons were 20 men. And of the servants of the temple whom David had ordained, and the principal men for the service of the Levites, to wit, the servants of the temple 220, the catalogue of whose names were showed. And there I vowed a fast unto the young men before our Adonai, to desire of him a prosperous journey for us and them that were with us, for our children and for the cattle. For I was ashamed to ask the king footmen and horsemen and conduct for the safeguard against our adversaries. For we had said unto the king that the power of YAHUAH Eloheinu should be with them that seek him, to support them in all ways. And again we besought our Adonai as touching these things, and found him favorable unto us. Then I separated 12 of the chief priests, Sherebiah and Kevitz Yahu, and 10 men of their brethren with them. And I weighed them, the silver, the gold, and the silver, and the holy vessels of the house of our Adonai. And the king and his council and priests, and princes, not priests, that's the wrong pronunciation. Hold on. And I weighed them, the gold and the silver, and the holy vessels of the house of our Adonai, which the king and his council and the princes and all Israel had given. And when I had weighed it, I delivered unto them 650 talents of silver, and silver vessels of 100 talents, and 100 talents of gold, and 20 golden vessels, and 12 vessels of brass, even of fine brass, glittering like gold. And I said unto them, both ye are holy unto Yahuwah, and the vessels are holy, and the gold and the silver is a vow unto Yahuwah, Yahuwah of our fathers. Watch ye and keep them till ye deliver them to the chief of the priests and Levites, and to the principal men of the families of Israel in Jerusalem, into the chambers of the house of our Elohim. So the priests and the Levites who had received the silver and the gold and the vessels brought them unto Jerusalem, into the temple of Yahuwah. And from the river of Ahava we departed the 12th day of the first month, and came to Jerusalem by the mighty hand of our Adonai, which was with us. And from the beginning of our journey, Yahuwah delivered us from every enemy, so that we came to Jerusalem. And when we had been there 3 days, the gold and silver that was weighed was delivered into the house of our Adonai on the 4th day unto Merimoth, the priest, the son of Uriyahu. And with him was Eleazar, the son of Peniach, and with them were Josabad, the son of Yahusha, and Nodiah, the son of Benu, Levites, all was delivered them by number and weight. And all of the weight of them was written up the same hour. Moreover, they that were come out of the captivity offered sacrifice unto Yahuwah, Elohim of Israel, even 12 bullocks for all of Israel, 16 rams, 12 lambs, goats for a peace offering, 12, all of them a sacrifice to Yahuwah. You know, ever since I said this and talking, what I do? I did something. YouTube disappeared. I mean, I can see my thing is still recording. Hold on. Okay, y'all still there? I still touch something with my laptop. Hold on. I still brush up against this pad and swipe over. Okay, what was I about to say? Oh, even since I started saying like the L, how it's not EL, it's AL, you will also begin to realize, okay, thanks, Shayla. You will also begin to realize, and there are actually some versions of the Bible that actually corrects the proper name of Israel, right? So if you ever heard any of the people in India refer to Israel, they don't say Israel, right? They say Yisolili. That's what they call Israel. But when you see in the news, they say Israel for the sake so everybody can know what's going on. But there are actual Bibles that correct this, or they correct anything anywhere where you see E, they replace it with a proper letter, the A, and it's Yasharal, right? So, but and they break that down, because if you say Israel, and I forget, and it may actually be in the book that we have, but when you say Israel, Israel is still another way of not, by saying the word Israel, it's not just another way just to deny and bring ruin to the name of Yahuwah, but it's also a way to deny who Yahuwah's people are and bring ruin to their name as well. Because remember, Psalms also, Psalms 82, 83, or 84. I know it's Psalms 80 something, where it talks about how the nations have conspired against Yahuwah's people, and their plan was to cause everybody to forget their name. Not only did they teach us to forget the name of our mighty one, but they want to wipe us completely from the planet and have our name turned to nothing, right? So as we're getting this together, we're going to restore the actual name. We need to make sure we're pronouncing it appropriately ourselves, right? Based on all that we have, you know, because as we go, if we need to make more adjustments, we'll adjust it along the way. That's why we're growing daily, you know. So, but if anybody y'all know that, or know the proper pronunciation, or where that's found, share it in here. I know it's here, but I know Israel is not the proper. It's not the proper name of Yahuwah's people, right? That was not the name, but because that's what everybody knows for now, we'll continue using that. But just so you know, so it's there. I want to get you thinking about it, because we're going to need to correct that real soon. So I just wanted to say that. Every time I read it and say it, now that I brought out about the EL again, it just, you know. So, but Mom, since you're here, I shared with them at the very beginning of the video. You'll see it if you go back and watch this over. What you shared with me yesterday, I was saying maybe you can like type it out and paste it under today's video, or maybe you can record a video explaining it if that's easier, and maybe you can send it to me and I can like upload it and maybe splice it into the video or something. So I tried to explain it as the best way I remembered you sharing it with me, the revelation of God and what you got with Gnostic and stuff like that. So you can choose how you want to do that, you know. But I was like, I wish I could bring you in so you can explain it the way, so they can hear it like I heard it. So, but I hope I ain't chop and screw it up, but go back and watch the beginning, you know. So, but all right, I just want to say that. Okay. And when we had been there 3 days, the gold and silver that was weighed and delivered in the house of our Adonai on the 4th day unto Merimoth the priest, the son of Uriyahu. And with him was Eleazar, the son of Peninnah, and with him were Josaphat, the son of Yahusha, and Noadiah, the son of Benu, Levites. All was delivered them by number and weight, and all the weight of them was written up the same hour. Moreover, they that were come out of the captivity offered sacrifice unto Yahuwah Elohim of Yasharal. I say Yasharal, right? Of Yasharal, even 12 bullocks for all of Yasharal, 16 rams, 12 lambs, goats for a peace offering, 12, all of them a sacrifice unto Yahuwah. You can say Yasharal or Yisolili. Some say Yisa Ella. It's just it's different ways you can say it, but we want to make sure we're saying it appropriately. But we need to get one term together, like we did with YAHUAH alone. Okay, 12 lambs, goats for a peace offering, 12, all of them a sacrifice to Yahuwah. And they delivered the king's commandments unto the king's stewards and to the governors of Silo, Aram, and Phoenicia, and they honored the people of the temple of Yahuwah. Now when these things were done, the rulers came unto me and said, the nation of Yasharal, the princes, the priests, and the Levites have not put away from them the strange people of the land, nor the pollutions of the other nations, to wit, of the Canaanites, Kittim, Perizim, Ubasim, and the Moabim, Mitzrayim, Edomayim. For both they and their sons have married with their daughters, and the holy seed is mixed with the strange people of the land. And from the beginning of this matter, the rulers and the great men have been partakers of this iniquity, which we read about this. The priests, everybody. In the temple, they named all of them. They said, yep, we did it, and we already got children by some of them. Like, we sorry. Show us what we need to do, right? And as soon as I had heard these things, I rent my clothes and the holy garment and pulled off the hair off of my head and beard and set me down sad and very heavy. And so this is Ezra saying, this is how he reacted when he found out that they were doing the very thing that Yahuwah told them not to do, and they had just gotten back, right? Like, we haven't been here a good while, and y'all already acting fool, right? And he was astonished. Like, you just can't believe some people would do this. Like we literally just got away with our lives. Now you're endangering our lives again because you can't control your lower nature. So all they that were with them, moved at the word of Yahuwah Elohim of Yasharal, assembled unto me, while I mourned for the iniquity. And I sat still, full of heaviness, until the evening sacrifice. Then raising up from the fast with my clothes and the holy garment rent, and bowing my knees and stretching forth my hands unto Yahuwah, I said, O Yahuwah, I am confounded and ashamed before your face. For our sins are multiplied above our heads, and our ignorances have reached up unto heaven. For since the time of our fathers we have been and are in great sin, even unto this day. And for our sins and our fathers, we with our brethren and our kings and our priests were given up unto the kings of the earth, to the sword, and to the captivity, and for a prey with shame unto this day. Let me see if I can use both my hands. I was using this to keep my place so I don't double read lines. Hold on. Anytime they say to lift up their hands, I try to do the prayer just like they did. Hold on. Okay. And for our sins and our fathers, we with our brethren and our kings, our priests, were given up unto the kings of the earth, to the sword and to the captivity, and for a prey with shame unto this day. And now in some measure has mercy been showed unto us from you, O Yahuwah, that there should be left of us a root and a name in the place of your sanctuary, and to discover unto us a light in the house of Yahuwah Eloheinu, and to give us food in the time of our servitude. Yea, when we were in bondage, we were not forsaken of our Adonai, but he made us gracious before the kings of Persia, so that they gave us food. Yea, and honored the temple of our Adonai, and raised up the desolate Zion, that they have given us a shore abiding in Judah and Jerusalem. And now, O Yahuwah, what shall we say, having these things? For we have transgressed your commandments, which you gave by the hand of your servants the prophets, saying that the land which ye enter in to possess as a heritage is a land polluted with the pollutions of the strangers of the land, and they have filled it with their uncleanness. Therefore now shall ye not join your daughters unto their sons, neither shall ye take their daughters unto your sons. Moreover, ye shall never seek to have peace with them, that ye may be strong and eat the good things of the land, and that ye may leave the inheritance of the land unto your children forevermore. And all that is befallen is done unto us for our wicked works and great sins. For you, O Yahuwah, did make our sins light, and did give unto us such a root. But we have turned back again to transgress your Torah, and to mingle ourselves with the uncleanness of the nations of the land. Might not you be angry with us to destroy us, till you have left us neither root, seed, nor name? Hold on, I read that wrong. That's a question. Might not you be angry with us to destroy us, till you had left us neither root, seed, nor name? O Yahuwah of Yasharal, you are true, for we are left a root this day. Behold, now we are before you in our iniquities. We cannot stand any longer by reason of these things before you. And as Ezra in his prayer made his confession, weeping and lying flat upon the ground before the temple, there gathered unto him from Jerusalem a very great multitude of men and women and children. For there was great weeping among the multitude. Then Jeconiah, the son of Yeliel, one of the sons of Yasharal, or one of the sons of Israel, called out and said, O Ezra, we have sinned against Yahuwah Elohim. We have married strange women of the nations of the land, and now is all of Israel, and now is all of Yasharal, or Yisalili. Now we are all aloft. Let us make an oath to Yahuwah that we will not put away. Let us make an oath to Yahuwah that we will put away all our women which we have taken of the heathen with their children, like as you have decreed, and as many as do obey the Torah of Yahuwah. Arise and put in execution, for to you does this matter appertain, and we will be with you. Do valiantly. So Ezra arose and took an oath of the chief of the priests and the Levites and all of Yasharal to do after these things, and so they swore. That was a long chapter. That was 96 verses. Who was on the first chapter? Oh my gosh, we had 52 minutes. One chapter. Oh my gosh. Okay. Chapter 9, third Ezra. Then Ezra, rising from the court of the temple, went into the chamber of Euchanan, the son of Eliashib, and remained there, and did eat no meat, nor drink water, mourning for the great iniquities of the multitude. And there was a proclamation in all Yehudah and Jerusalem to all them that were of the captivity, that they should be gathered together at Jerusalem. And whatsoever met not there within 2 or 3 days, according as the elders that bore rule appointed, their cattle should be seized to the use of the temple, and himself cast out from them that were of the captivity. And in 3 days were all they of the tribe of Judah and Benjamin gathered together at Jerusalem, the 20th day of the 9th month. And all the multitude sat trembling in the broad court of the temple because of the present foul weather. Okay, so remember, right? That's how Ezra knew something was going on. I mentioned this the other day. It was an unnatural rain that they hadn't experienced ever, right? So when things start going haywire, especially we can take the same principle and apply it to our life. When things seem to be going haywire around us, the very first thing we should do is consider our own ways, consider ourselves first. First person to recognize it, okay, have I done something wrong? Have I gotten off some way? Okay, once you check over yourself, if it's not me, let's cast lots. Who in this house is acting a fool? Right? What is y'all doing? Right? You find out, okay, it's nobody in the house or it's somebody in the house, then we need to correct it. But if we do that search and we can't find out there, then we need to petition Yahuwah. What is going on? Because maybe there is something we're doing ignorantly that we don't necessarily see or understand. Then we need to petition Yah. Either we do our due diligence first, okay, this is what's going on. Let's check ourselves. Okay, boom, boom. We don't see anything. Okay, Father Yah, what is going on? Why is this happening, right? Is it a season of testing for us to really solely depend on Yahuwah to see us through? Just like what Ezra said, right? It's a little bit different example, but I think it's still the same principle. Earlier in the chapter, when the king gave them permission and gave them everything that they needed, Ezra, as he was talking to the people, he said, because of how they trusted Yah and the nations know that they trust Yah and everything that they say, Yahuwah is our provider, Ezra said he felt ashamed to go back. And then after the king heard them speak like this and act like this, he said he felt ashamed to go back and ask the king for a protective guard to guide them along the way. He decided to forego that, asking the king to protect them and reaching out to Yah. Yah, may you protect us on our way. You've led us this far, so it's you who is guiding us, and we asking you for your protection, seen and unseen. Help us get here unhindered, unscathed. And Yahuwah obliged. He kept them, right? And it's the same thing here. After we check our lives, it's on the flip side. After we check our lives, okay, Father, we know at least as far as what we know, up until this point, we thought we was keeping your commands. What is wrong? Help us to understand. Guide us so we can get along the way, so we don't get off the path. What is going on? Why has this stumbling block come, or what seems to be a stumbling block, or whatever, right? So it's the same principle, but it's just on the flip side. Auntie, hey. So, all right. So that's why they knew to check themselves, self-check. Okay, why is it raining like this? Right? Today, a lot of people, because of all the technology and weather manipulation machines and all this stuff, nobody ever considers y'all. We just always blame everything on the Illuminati and scientists, and they playing with the weather. Some things they can do and some things they absolutely cannot do, right? They good, but they ain't as good as y'all, right? So sometimes we may be able to tell, okay, they messing with, they playing around, but let us double check. Y'all, is this you? Or is this the Illuminati? Is this Project Bluebeam? Is this? Because we don't want to get them all the credit of some stuff that you actually might be doing, right? Okay. And all the multitude sat trembling in the broad court of the temple because of the present foul weather. So Ezra arose up and said unto them, Ye have transgressed the Torah in marrying strange women, thereby to increase the sins of Yasharal. And now by confessing, give glory unto Yahuwah Elohim of our fathers, and do this his will, and separate yourselves from the heathen of the land and from strange women. Then cried the whole multitude and said with a loud voice, Like as you have spoken, so we will do. Just like they said when Yahuwah gave them the Torah from Mount Sinai with Moses. What he say, Moses? Okay, because remember, after they had gotten their wigs blown back, they was like, oh, know what? We changed our mind. You go ahead and talk to him, and you come back and tell us what he said. We don't need to hear his voice no more. The next time we hear his voice, we gonna die again, right? So you said, okay, all right, Moses, look, go tell him I said this, right? And see if they accept the terms of my agreement. This is the covenant I want to make with y'all, right? Everybody else then denied it. They push it to the side. See if they accept it, So, and they said to Moses, yes, all that Yahuwah has said, we will do, right? Same thing. Then cried the whole multitude and said with a loud voice, like as you have spoken, so will we do. But for as much as the people are many, and it is foul weather, so that we cannot stand without, and this is not a work of a day or two, seeing our sin in these things is spread far. Therefore let the rulers of the multitude stay, and let all them of our habitations that have strange women come at the appointed time, and with them the rulers and judges of every place, till we turn away the wrath of Yahuwah from us for this matter. Then Jonathan the son of Asahel and Yah the son of Siba, according, yes, they go on to the job site, Pootie. The son of Tikva, accordingly, took this matter upon them, and Meshullam and Shabbathai the Levite helped them, and they that were of the captivity did according to all these things. And Ezra the priest chose unto him the principal men of their families, all by name. And then the first day of the 10th month they sat together to examine the matter. So their cause that held strange women was brought to an end in the first day of the first month. And of the priests that were come together and had strange women, there were found of the sons of Yahusha, the son of Yehosadak, and his brethren, Masiyahu and Eleazar and Yarib and Gadaliahu, and they gave their hands to put away their women and do offer rams to make reconciliation for their errors. And the sons of Immer, Kenayahu, Zebedyahu, Masiyahu, and Shemayahu, and Yehiel and Azariahu. Of the sons of Pashur, Eliani, Masiyahu, Yishmael, Nathanael, Josephat, and Elasa. And of the Levites, Josephat and Shimi and Keliah, who was called Kelita, and Pikithya, and Yehuda, and Yonah. Guys, I'm screwing these names up, forgive me. Of the holy singers, Eliashib, Bacher. Of the porters, Shalom, Telem. Of them of Yasharah, of the sons of Perosh, Ramyah, Yiziyah, and Malchiyahu, and Miyamin, and Eleazar, and Malchiyahu, and Benayahu. We know, guys, that even this, the spelling of these is Yiddish, Yahoo. You know how they doing this, right? But so let's keep reading. Of the sons of Elam, Matanyahu, Zechariahu, and Yechiel, and Yerimoth, and Eliyahu. And of the sons of Zatu, Eliyayanai, Eliashiv, Matanyahu, Yerimoth, and Zavad, and Azizah. Of the sons of Bavi, Yehukanan, Kenayahu, Josephat, and Al-Athli. Of the sons of Bani, Meshullam, Maluk, Adid-Yahu, Yashu, Sheol, and Yerimoth. And of the sons of Adi, Adna, Masiyahu, Lakan, Benayahu, and Matanyahu, and Betsael, Benui, and Menas. And of the sons of Kenanyahu, Eliyahu Yani, and Yeshiyahu, and Malchiyahu, and Shemayahu, and Shimon, and Kosamias. And of the sons of Kashem, Matanai, Matanyahu, Zavad, Eliphalet, Menashe, and Shimi. And of the sons of Meuni, Jeremiahu, Madain, Aram, Uel, Benayahu, and Bidiyah, and Vanya, Merimoth, and Eliashiv, and Matanyahu, Matanai, Yasu, Bani, Benu, Shimi, Shelemiah, Nathan, and the sons of Mechanadbai, Shashai, Shari, Azarel, Shalem, Amaryahu, Yosef, Look, I know if y'all was reading this by y'allself, and if I was by myself, I'd be just skipped over all these names. Like, But I'm reading it to prove, to let you know. Look, and I'm going to give y'all an example of something that happened last night, right? Skipping, if we was alive in this day, skipping over these names, it would cause some people to kind of get a little hot with us. Like, how you going to leave me out of the family line, bro? Like, example, my family, not just my household, but my family, like my mom, her siblings, so my family, like all, we had like a family meeting last night, right? We were just talking over some things. And so we got to a point in the conversation where we were given the lines of the who was born in what order, like the birthdays and stuff. So everybody, it was like the cousins of my age, right? Because all of us was kind of born around about the same time. It was funny. And when I'm reading this, I'm thinking about this from last night. So they were naming like the oldest one, starting with my older cousin, and I'm the second oldest. But after me, it gets a little convoluted, not convoluted, but it gets a little, because it's a whole group of them that was born. And so they was trying to put them in the right order. So the cousins was going between, no, it's Jason, then it was Eric, no, it's Zabin, and it's Pam, then it's Leisha, then it's, everybody's like, no, you got it wrong. Then my aunt jumped in, she said, listen, let me do it. First is Xavier, then it's Pam. Then when she got to the group, they was like, no, you're wrong. You're forgetting about what? You forgetting about Shayla. No, Shayla was. Hold on. Okay, so we was all pregnant at the same time. Me, Piggy, Bunny, like all of them. I was laughing as I was listening to this, but as I'm reading through this, I can see why it's important, and nobody would want their name left out of the lineage, because it's really important, right? And especially if there were people who have the same names, because in my family there are like two Jonathans, right? But the two Jonathans come from different people. So you have to, which Jonathan you talking about? Little Jonathan or Big Jonathan? Y'all get that. It's people that have the same name. So that's why it's going through this Ezra, the one who came from him, the son of Aaron the priest, right? His son. That Jonathan, not this Jonathan. You get what I'm saying? So that's why it's important. And the more I interact with my family and I read the scriptures, this makes complete sense to me. Although it seemed like a hassle when I get tongue-tied and twisted with some of these names, I see the importance in it, because as we're searching out history and going through things, we have to make sure we're following the right line through the right family, and not the cousin when it should have been the brother of the aunt and your uncle on your daddy's side, not your mama's side. You see what I'm saying? I just wanted to share that. I just remember that while I'm reading through all of this. And the sons of Nevu, Metaniyahu, Zavad, Yiddo, Yoel, Benayahu, and all these things had taken strange women, and they put them away with their children. And the priests and the Levites, and they that were of Yasharal, dwelt in Jerusalem and in the country in the first day of the 7th month. So the children of Yasharal were in their habitations. And the whole multitude came together with one accord into the broad place of the holy porch toward the east. And they spoke unto Ezra the priest and reader, that he would bring the Torah of Moshe that was given to YAHUAH Elohim of Yasharal. So Ezra the chief priest brought the Torah unto the whole multitude, from man to woman, and to all the priests, to hear the Torah in the first day of the 7th month. And he read in the broad court before the holy porch from morning unto midday, before both men and women. Notice that, before everybody, before the men and the women. Not just let all the men come and we'll read it before them. No, YAHUAH says bring everybody. So that's another thing we got to be careful about. That's how you get these one-sided teachings, where you got the improper understanding of what submission is. Like you start pulling on that sweater string, the whole thing gonna unravel. I'm just saying. I ain't here to start no fights with nobody, and I ain't saying for people to get out of order, whether you a man or a woman. But we can clearly see all this rigmarole going throughout Israel, because improper understanding of stuff and letting people teach us who should have never been teaching us at all. And he read in the broad court before the holy porch from morning unto midday before both men and women. And the multitude gave heed unto the Torah. And Ezra the priest and the reader of the Torah stood upon the pulpit of wood which was made for that purpose. And there stood up by him Mattaniah, Shema, Chettaniah, Azariah, Uriah, Kilkiah, Maaseyahu upon the right hand, and upon his left stood Padan, Mishael, Machaiah, Chasham, and Kevetz, Cashvadanah. Then took Ezra the sefer of the Torah before the multitude, for he sat honorably in the first place in the sight of them all. And then he opened the Torah, and they stood all straight up. So Ezra blessed YAHUAH Elyon, the Elohim Sebawoti Al Shaddai. And all the people answered, Amen. Lifting up their hands, they fell to the ground, and they worshiped YAHUAH. Also Yahusha, Bani, Sherivah, Yemen, Akub, Shabbatai, Hudaiah, Masenyahu, and Kelita, Azariahu, and Yosavah, and Kilkiyahu, Pelayah, and the Levites taught the Torah of YAHUAH, making them withal to understand it. Then spoke Tershathah unto Ezra, or remember Tershathah is Nehemiah. Then spoke Tershathah unto Ezra, the chief priest and reader, and to the Levites that taught the multitude, even to all, saying, This day is holy unto YAHUAH. For they all wept when they heard the Torah. Ain't that how it normally happens when we start hearing the truth of Yah? It causes us like, wait, what? We've been doing this wrong. Oh my gosh. It's like you get fresh ears and you hear the new, and it causes us literally, at all the words we begin to weep. We've been doing this wrong for so long. Father, forgive us. Return us to truth in all that we do. May we always walk in truth, and not just ignorantly in spirit, right? But in your truth. May we walk in spirit and in your truth. Let your truth, your instruction, your Torah lead and guide us, right? Then spoke Tershathah of Nehemiah unto Ezra, the chief priest and reader, and to the Levites that taught the multitude, even to all, saying, This day is holy unto YAHUAH. For they all wept when they heard the Torah. Go then and eat the fat, drink the sweet, and send part to them that have nothing. Remember, the fat is not the fat of calves and bulls and goats. Not that fat. I know that's kind of, if y'all was listening, if y'all was praying with your head bowed, you should open your eyes. What? You should say, eat the fat that goes. No, it's like eat the fat of the lamb, the goodness of the wholeness of the lamb. That's what, because that caught me when I first read. I was like, wait, hold on. I done found some more leaven. But as I looked into it, it's talking about eat of the goodness that YAHUAH has given unto you, right? Okay, just so we're on the same page here. Go then and eat the fat, drink the sweet, and send part to them that have nothing. For this day is holy unto YAHUAH, and be not sorrowful, for YAHUAH will bring you to honor. So the Levites published all things to the people, saying, This day is holy to YAHUAH, be not sorrowful. Then went they their way, everyone to eat and drink and make merry, and give part to them that had nothing, and to make great cheer, because they understood the words wherein they were instructed, and for which they had been assembled. Oh my gosh, we're already at 1 hour and 12 minutes, y'all. We ain't even read the 3rd chapter. This is pretty short. This is only 40 verses, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and read it because it's the 3rd chapter. But if y'all have to go, may YAHUAH bless you and keep you, make his face to shine upon you, lift his countenance upon you today, and give you his peace, right? Go ahead, be blessed in the name of our mighty one, YAHUAH. But if y'all got time to stay and listen to this last chapter, guys, and I think I'm not gonna do it today. I know it's Friday, but people gotta go to work. We're gonna forego the reading and fossilized customs today, simply because this was extremely long, right? Okay, and we'll pick it back up tomorrow. I just want to let you know that. So if you was waiting for it, you'd be like, I'm out. You can go ahead and roll out, but I just want to let y'all know that. Okay. Third chapter, last chapter for today. It's the second book of Esdras, or fourth Ezra, chapter 1. Okay. The second sefer of the prophet Ezra, the son of Sarayahu, the son of Azariah, the son of Kilkiyahu, the son of Shalem, the son of Zadok, the son of Achitub, the son of Abishua, the son of Peniach, the son of Eli, the son of Amrayahu, the son of Azariahu, the son of Miriam, the son of Buki, the son of Abishua, the son of Peniach, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron of the tribe of Levi, which was captive in the land of Madi, in the reign of Artaxerxes, king of the Persians. And the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Go your way and show my people their sinful deeds, and their children their wickedness which they have done against me, that they may tell their children's children, because the sins of their fathers are increased in them. Yo, what we was talking about yesterday, right? I thought we ain't punished for the sins of our parents. Who said it right here? Because the sins of their parents are increased in them, meaning you kept on doing the sins that your father did. So you're going to get your tail tore off just like your fathers did, because you ain't stopped it. Because their sins have increased in you. Because the sins of their fathers are increased in them, for they have forgotten me, and have offered unto strange Elohim. Am not I, even he that brought them out of the land of Mitzrayim? Mitzrayim is Egypt, from the house of bondage? But they have provoked me unto wrath, and despised my counsels. Pull off then the hair of your head, and cast all evil upon them, for they have not been obedient to my Torah, but it is a rebellious people. How long shall I forbear them, and to whom I have done so much good? Many kings have I destroyed for their sakes. Pharaoh with his servants and all his power have I smitten down. All the nations have I destroyed before them, and in the east I have scattered the people of 2 provinces, even of Zor and Sidon, and have slain all their enemies. Speak therefore unto them, saying, Thus says Yahuwah, I led you through the sea, and in the beginning gave you a large and safe passage. I gave you Moshe for a leader, and Aaron for a priest. I gave you light and a pillar of fire, and great wonders have I done among you. Yet ye have forgotten me, says Yahuwah. Thus says El Shaddai Yahuwah. The quails were a sign to you. I gave you tents for your safeguard. Nevertheless, ye murmured there, and triumph not in my name, for the destruction of your enemies. But ever to this day do you yet murmur. Where are the benefits that I have done for you? When ye were hungry and thirsty in the wilderness, did ye not cry unto me, saying, Why have you brought us into this wilderness to kill us? It had been better for us to have served the Mitzrayim, or the Egyptians, than to die in this wilderness. Then I had pity upon your mournings, and gave you manna to eat, so ye did eat angels' bread. When ye were thirsty, did I not cleave the rock, and waters flowed out to your field? For the heat I covered you with the leaves of the trees. I divided among you a fruitful land. I cast out the Canaanites, the Perizim, and the Philistine, or the Philistines, before you. What shall I do yet more for you, says Yahuwah? Thus says El Shaddai Yahuwah. When ye were in the wilderness, in the river of the Amorites, being athirst and blaspheming my name, I gave you not fire for your blasphemies, but cast a tree in the water, and made the rivers sweet. What shall I do unto you, O Jacob, you, Judah, who would not obey me? I will turn me to other nations, and unto those will I give my name, that they may guard my statutes. Seeing ye have forsaken me, I will forsake you also. When you desire me to be gracious unto you, I shall have no mercy upon you. Whensoever ye shall call upon me, I will not hear you. For ye have defiled your hands with blood. Your feet are swift to commit manslaughter. Ye have not as it were forsaken me, but your own selves, says Yahuwah. Thus says El Shaddai Yahuwah. Have I not prayed you as a father his sons, as a mother her daughters, and a nurse her young babes, that you would be my people, that I should be your Elohim, that ye would be my children, and I should be your father. I gathered you together as a hen gathers her chickens under her wings. But now what shall I do unto you? That sound familiar. They done took this right from second Esdras and threw it away. Yeah, put that in the Gospels too. Put that in the mouth of JC. And when y'all hear this, anytime anybody hear this, they only think about Jeremiah. You are on a recorded line. I'm almost done with the reading. Is there an emergency?
Yeah, so the 3 trucks are supposed to be coming in. How many pieces are supposed to come in the trucks? Do you remember or no, you don't?
Yes. 3 trucks have 1 skid. There is 1 truck with 16 pieces. It's easy. You ain't gonna need that much help. It's not okay. Is that one?
Oh, I don't know. That's probably not. It's this, and that box right there. I'm pretty sure is ours.
I'm gonna need you to read the label, son. Don't just pull stuff off that truck that don't belong to us. It's our company's name on all that product. Make sure you look at it and mark it off of the circle sheet that they gave you. Where's the circle sheet?
Solution concept. This.
Check the paperwork that the driver gave you and double check it against the boxes.
He didn't even get out the truck yet.
Okay, well, wait for him to come. Give me 1 moment. Let me close this out. I'm gonna call you right back. All right.
Well, you delivering the VMI? Yeah.
Okay. Ask him how many pieces.
Everybody's giving me no information today.
Ask him how many pieces he has for us.
I got another load after. This is all yours.
I'm sorry.
And as you can see with the stuff that's on the tail, the mark for the next stop, it's intermingled. It's mixed up. So when you pull the stuff off, you're going to have to be careful about what you pull off. So that stuff back there is ours too. Huh? That stuff back there is ours too. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it might be mixed in with the last stop, like the stuff on the tail over here. I can't see, but I believe that's for the 3rd stop. I don't believe that's for you. But you have to check into the paperwork.
Give me a moment, Jeremiah. Let me call you right back. Let me finish this. I'm gonna call. Don't do nothing. Just he sound like it's all convoluted. Hold on. I'm gonna call you right back. All right. All right, y'all. I need to hear. If I was almost done, I got a couple more verses. Then we got a truck at our dock. Okay. Okay. Verse 29. That ye would be my people, and I should be your Elohim. That ye would be my children, and I should be your father. I gathered you together as a hen gathers her chickens under her wings. But now, what shall I do unto you? I will cast you out from my face. When ye offer unto me, I will turn my face from you. For your solemn feast days, your new moons, and your circumcisions, I have forsaken. I sent unto you my servants the prophets, whom ye have taken and slain, and torn their bodies in pieces, whose blood I will require of your hands, says Yahuwah. Thus says El Shaddai Yahuwah, your house is desolate. I will cast you out to the wind as the wind does stubble. And your children shall not be fruitful, for they have despised my commandment and done the thing that is an evil before me. Your houses will I give to a people that shall come, which have not heard of me yet shall believe me, to whom I have shown no signs, yet they shall do the things I command them. They have seen no prophets, yet they shall call their sins to remembrance and acknowledge them. I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness. And though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in the spirit they believe the thing that I say. And now, brother, behold what glory, and see the people that come from the east, unto whom I will give. I'm sorry, y'all. There was a call coming through that probably cut out that last sentence. Let me read it again. I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness. And though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, Yet in the spirit they believe the thing that I say. And now, brother, behold, what glory, and see the people that come from the east, unto whom I will give for leaders, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Cusha, Amos, Yahu, Joel, Obadiah, and Jonah, Nahum, and Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi, which is also called an angel of Yahuwah. All right, beautiful people. So that is our reading for today, and we are definitely going to pause right here. We do not have time to read Fossilized Customs, but nevertheless, it was good. We'll pick it up. So hopefully, the reading won't be as long tomorrow. We can cover a little more ground today. But we know when things like this happen, it always seems to work out and line up with whatever's going on for that day, right? We normally see it working that way. Yahuwah is great above all others. So we'll cross this out. So today, y'all, it is Friday, June the 4th, 2021, day 171 of year 3 of reading through the books of the law and the prophets, and of the 3-year consecutive day count, day 840. We read the last 2 chapters of 3rd Ezra, chapter 8 and 9, and we read 4th Ezra, chapter 1. So let's go ahead and do the blessing, y'all. And for those that are still here, y'all can go ahead and get about your day. Okay.
Nobody cares if it's going to flood.
It's not going to flood, son.
It's going to be raining on throughout the day.
It is, but it's not going to flood. Not here. My kid, my 8 and my 10-year-old, they be watching the weather alerts and stuff. So I'm subscribed to my radar. So anytime they give a flash flood warning or any kind of warning with the weather, did you know it was a flash flood warning? Yes, son. Okay, what do we need to do? Do we need to leave? They asked me yesterday, do you remember that time we left out of here and everybody drove away from here because it was flood? I was like, yeah. Do we need to do that again? Do we need to go back to that place? I said, no, sir. It's not a hurricane warning. They're talking about a couple years ago where hurricane flow came through, y'all. Okay. The blessing is found in Numbers chapter 6, verses 22 through 27. Remember, the first 21 verses is the Nazarite vow, right? Man or woman can take it, and you probably should consider it. And just in case you don't know by now, I've taken the Nazarite vow, right? Okay. So, but it's something good. Consider it. It's not a vow that's to be taken lightly. And Yahuwah spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, on this wise ye shall bless the children of Yisolili, of Yasharal, saying unto them, may Yahuwah bless us and keep us. May Yahuwah make his face to shine upon us and be gracious unto us. May Yahuwah lift up his countenance upon us and give us peace. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them. Okay, beautiful people, that's it for today. I got to go. Work needs to be done. All right, I love y'all. See y'all back here tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace. Mama, I'm going to call you in a little bit. All right, bye-bye.